It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's going to be a good one, and it's all up next.
Well, to the locals, it's still we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who've both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, you know, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly, for those guys on the field.
Quarterback leading his offense to the field now as they get set for a new series.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Here's 2nd and 7. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, they'll run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
That heater is going to fall to the turf.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
A 400-plus yard passing day, it takes everybody. It takes protection. It takes your eligible playmakers to make those catches and gain your yards. But it also takes a red-hot quarterback playing with tremendous confidence and belief in what he can do. Now, his teammates are counting on him to do it again.
Second and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. The Steelers and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Young on 1st and 10. He finds Pickens left side. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by Jalen Carter. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They send a tight end in motion. The give here on 2nd. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Young working from the gun. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And that's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be a 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. 1st down from the red zone. And they take this in for the score. The Dragons take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Steelers offense headed out. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Micah Parsons making that play. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, Young. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Dragons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So it's 2nd down coming up. Here's Stroud. Got a man, Bowers has it. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And they'll have 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. This one's caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach or play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's got it on the bootleg. And it's caught. Touchdown! The Dragons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons drive out to an early 14-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, it puts a sack on the board. You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Has it at the 37. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they're going to take over possession. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They send St. Brown in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Stroud. This is complete to Gibbs. And they make the tackle at the 38. They've been leaving him open, and that is something they're going to have to button up in the near future, Brock, considering the type of start this guy is having.
Yeah, this running back's making all sorts of friends with his buddies in his offensive huddle. Enemies on the other side, but this kind of production means everybody's going to get to eat today.
We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Shotgun now for Stroud. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Looking to throw, Stroud. This ball's cut by Bowers. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Escapes a defender. Flashing some serious skill there. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. 3rd and just 2 to go. They give to Gibbs on the option. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Dragons take a 20-zip lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons stretch their lead to 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play action now, Young. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Rush coming for Young. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Broke through the tackle. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Dragons and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They give to Spiller from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Or maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
They'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Pass complete to Gibbs. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Hits his running back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Back to throw, Stroud. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. The Dragons running away so far. We've got a 27-zip gain. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons grow their lead yet again. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Targeting the sideline, and Freiermuth has it. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Scooped up by the defense. And the the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Dragons blowing them out now, 34-zip. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons continue piling onto this lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. This return starts at the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Defense shows blitz. Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 20-yard line.
Another try following the sack. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there. Looking for George Pickens that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Now Young. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Jukes one defender. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Stroud now. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Dragons continue dominating in our opening half. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons tack on 7 more to their lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Returnable from the 2. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Now it's Young. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. They'll punt it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. He's contained at the line for no gain. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he pushes it forward, but will only reach the 23. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Gibbs. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball, whatever.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game.
A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. The Dragons getting their punter out there. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our 1st half. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Carter on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The Dragons and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. On play action, here's Stroud. Shakes himself free. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Stroud off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, but he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Escapes the sack. And this one doesn't go far.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
And the fair catch made here at the 15. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 18 at the 8-yard line.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down. Defense with an excellent opportunity and a stop here on third down.
Third down.
Shotgun snap now to Young. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He has been sacked over and over and over here, and this time cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right. And I think were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over
there
and
you
over.
Go. Let's go. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll give him a first down.
And the Tokyo first down.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll give them a first down.
First down, Dragons.
From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Just 1 yard on the run. That brings up 4th down. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Rush coming for Young. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. Young looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
There's a give up the middle. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
And 10 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. The rush gets home, and they stick him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He's on the move. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make it. They're out and set. First and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is Gibbs on second down. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Throwing now, off play action. Finds his fullback. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun now, first round. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That's A.J. Epinesa on the tackle.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
A gain of 14. First down, Dragons.
Thankful. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
Another one for Gibbs. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Straight ahead with Gibbs. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And that is a touchdown. The Dragons continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons continue adding on to that lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return coming from the 6. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Young on 1st and 10. That throw finds Pickens. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Young to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 38-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Young. Pass taken in by Fryermuth. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Their punter making his way out now. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. The offense getting set to go. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. I mean, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that follow. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 3 yards the pickup. Now it's 3rd and 8.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Stroud. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. To the air on 1st down, Young. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Dragons get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, left side for Gibbs. And he's tackled for a short gain. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. Here's Stroud now. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more. After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. He's going to field this at the 2. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Steelers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Young working from the gun. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun snap now to Young. This ball's caught by Pickens. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Steelers 1st down. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Young to throw. Pass is caught at the 9. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll try and punch it in. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Oh, they'll try and run it in. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Steelers putting up points in a game decided. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Steelers cut into the lead by another point. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Evans now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The visitor. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It's Gibbs on the carry. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Dragons close to extending their unbeaten streak to 6-0. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running it with Gibbs. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a gain of 12 there. And they're going to have a 1st down. A give to Gibbs. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They give to Spiller from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And Antonio, 1st down.
Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he works his way for a gain of 4. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. It's a 38-yard look here. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.